Markets rise, markets fall, headlines scream, and investors panic. But what if you could stay calm, no matter what happens, unshaken by fear, confident in your future, and certain that you'll achieve financial freedom? That's the promise of Unshakeable. Your Financial Freedom Playbook by Tony Robbins, published in 2017. Robbins interviewed 50 of the world's greatest investors, from Ray Dalio to Warren Buffett to Jack Bogle, and condensed their wisdom into simple, actionable strategies that ordinary people can use to take control of their financial lives. Unlike technical manuals or get-rich-quick guides, Unshakeable is about mindset as much as money. It teaches you how to avoid fear, think long-term, and design a portfolio that lets you sleep at night. Welcome to 10-Minute Books, the channel where we break down the world's most powerful books into practical lessons you can absorb in just 10 minutes. Today, we're diving into Unshakeable by Tony Robbins, a financial freedom playbook for creating lasting wealth and peace of mind. The core idea: don't try to time the market. Robbins opens with a blunt truth. Nobody can consistently predict what the stock market will do next week, next month, or even next year. Experts get it wrong all the time. Chasing trends and trying to time the market usually leads to disaster. Instead, the most successful investors focus on time in the market, not timing the market. By staying invested for the long run, you capture the power of compounding returns, which can turn modest savings into enormous wealth over decades. The power of compounding. Robbins explains compounding with simple math. If you invest $300 a month starting at age 20 with an average return of 8%, by retirement you'll have over $1 million. Wait 10 years to start, and you'll end up with less than half that. The lesson is clear. Start early, invest consistently, and let time and compounding do the heavy lifting. Fear is the enemy. Markets are volatile. Corrections drops of 10% or more happen on average every year. Bear markets drops of 20% or more happen every few years. And yet, over the long run, the market always rises. The problem is that investors panic when prices fall. They sell in fear, locking in losses, and miss the recovery that follows. Robbins stresses that volatility is not a bug in the system, it's part of the game. If you can stay calm during downturns, you'll come out far ahead. The truth about fees. One of Robbins' biggest warnings is about hidden investment fees. Many mutual funds and financial advisors charge high fees that quietly eat away at your wealth. For example, a fund that charges 2% in fees may not sound bad, but over decades, those fees can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost compounding. Robbins argues that cutting fees is one of the easiest ways to boost long-term returns. Index funds, the smart investor's tool. Robbins is a huge advocate of index funds, low-cost funds that simply track the overall market, such as the S&P 500. Legendary investor Jack Bogle, founder of Vanguard, pioneered this approach. Index funds consistently outperform most actively managed funds with far lower fees. For most investors, Robbins argues, index funds are the safest, simplest, and most effective way to build wealth. Asset allocation and diversification. Robbins emphasizes that how you allocate your investments matters more than the individual stocks you pick. Asset allocation is the mix of stocks, bonds, and other assets in your portfolio. A well-diversified portfolio reduces risk while still providing strong returns. The goal is to spread your bets across different asset classes, industries, and countries, so that no single downturn can destroy your wealth. The all-weather portfolio. Robbins highlights Ray Dalio's all-weather portfolio as an example of diversification. Dalio designed it to perform well in any economic environment, inflation, deflation, growth, or recession. It combines stocks, bonds, commodities, and other assets in specific proportions. While no portfolio is perfect, the principle is powerful. Don't bet everything on one scenario. Build a portfolio that can handle storms without wiping you out. Tax efficiency. Robbins reminds readers that taxes are another hidden drag on wealth. By using tax-advantaged accounts like IRAs or 401ks, and by holding investments for the long term to qualify for lower capital gains taxes, you can keep more of your money working for you. The psychology of wealth. Beyond numbers and strategies, Robbins emphasizes mindset. Becoming unshakable means mastering your emotions around money. Instead of chasing quick wins or fearing losses, focus on your long-term vision of financial freedom. He also stresses gratitude and perspective. True wealth isn't just having more money, it's feeling rich in your daily life, no matter where you are on the journey. Financial independence. The ultimate goal of Unshakeable is financial independence, the point where your investment income can cover your living expenses. Robbins calls this the Freedom Fund, a pool of assets that allows you to stop working for money and instead let money work for you. Once you know your number, how much capital you need to generate the income you want, you can reverse engineer your savings and investment plan to get there. Practical steps from the book. Robbins distills the advice of top investors into simple steps. 1. Save a fixed percentage of your income consistently. 2. Invest primarily in low-cost index funds. 3. Diversify across asset classes and geographies. 4. Minimize fees and taxes. 5. Stay calm during downturns. 6. Focus on the long-term goal of financial independence. The power of staying invested. Robbins shares striking statistics. If you missed just the 10 best trading days in the market over a 20-year period, your returns would be cut in half. The point is clear. Don't try to jump in and out. Stay invested, ride the ups and downs, and let compounding work. Case studies. The book includes inspiring stories of ordinary people who achieved financial freedom by applying these principles. Teachers, firefighters, and nurses who lived below their means invested steadily in index funds and ignored the noise, eventually retiring with millions. These stories prove that financial independence isn't just for the wealthy. It's available to anyone with discipline, patience, and the right strategy. Criticism and balance. Some critics argue that Robbins oversimplifies investing, or that his optimistic view underestimates risks in the market. Others note that his focus on index funds and diversification may not maximize returns for aggressive investors. But Robbins doesn't claim his system is perfect. His goal is safety, peace of mind, and long-term security. For most people, those benefits matter far more than chasing higher but riskier returns. Modern relevance. In a world of meme stocks, crypto hype, and constant financial headlines, Unshakeable is more relevant than ever. It reminds us that wealth isn't built on speculation or fear. It's built on discipline, diversification, and long-term vision. The big takeaway. Unshakeable teaches us that financial freedom is possible for anyone, regardless of income. By investing in low-cost index funds, diversifying, minimizing fees, and mastering your emotions, you can become unshakable in the face of market volatility. The question is, are you letting fear and headlines dictate your financial choices? Or are you building a portfolio and mindset that make you truly unshakable? That was Unshakeable by Tony Robbins, broken down in under 15 minutes. Which idea resonates most with you? The power of compounding, the importance of fees, or the discipline of staying invested long term? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this summary, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to 10-Minute Books, and ring the bell so you never miss our weekly breakdowns of life-changing books. Thanks for watching, and remember, the key to wealth isn't predicting the future. It's building a system that makes you unshakable no matter what the future brings.